Hi, I'm AndreIgovski, and I am here attending the part-time evening and weekend MBA program at Haas Berkeley. So, I don't know, ask me some questions.
So where did you grow up? Where did you do your undergrad?
Oh yeah, so I grew up in California. I'm originally from the Ukraine, and I did my undergrad at California State Polytechnic University, Pomona. Did my mechanical engineering degree there.
I see. What was it studying like studying at Pomona?
It was good. It was good. It was a very collaborative, hands-on environment, and the location wasn't the most desirable, but it's a very good institution and a good college.
I see. So how many years work experience did you have before you applied for an MBA?
So I worked in the oil and gas industry for about 6 years before I applied for the MBA program. And I felt that it was time to take my career to the next level.
So what were you doing in the oil and gas industry?
I was a mechanical engineer for an oil refinery.
So you were actually like on the field and...
Yeah, I was climbing ladders, getting into equipment, writing work orders, doing all the engineering so that people could repair their pieces of equipment. And that was rewarding, but I wanted to get to the business kind of
So you want to be more in the managerial role?
Right. Oh, managerial, just kind of economics and finance were always very fascinating to me.
I see. So where all did you apply for MBA?
So actually, I might be the unique one. I only applied to Berkeley.
Okay, so you knew where you wanted to be and here you are.
Exactly.
So why only Berkeley?
So Berkeley has, they're not the standard MBA program. They have a culture of, collaboration and working together, and I feel like that's extremely important nowadays in the job market. And I think that stands out from the really competitive MBA schools like, say, Wharton or Harvard.
So you're saying it's collaborative as opposed to being competitive?
Yes.
And you're saying Harvard and Wharton are more like competitive?
I believe that is kind of the impression that applicants are given, and I've definitely heard that throughout the student body. But I've really felt the collaborative nature of Berkeley, and I think that's what really stands out.
Yeah, but don't you think that a lot of more entrepreneurial, products and enterprises come out from Wharton, Stanford?
Well, I would argue that in the current environment with Silicon Valley in our backyard, Berkeley is the place to be. We have the connections with all the entrepreneurial companies and leadership development programs, and the opportunities are immense.
I see. That's very nice to know. So was it the cost one of the factors that made you pick Berkeley?
Cost was not a factor.
I see. So are you getting any scholarship or you're paying for
No
it?
scholarship, but there's a part-time program, so most of us still work, and some of us get sponsorship from our companies. And
so you're still working?
Yeah, still working and getting sponsorship, so
So
that makes it a little bit easier.
So you're working remote?
No, I work in the Bay Area.
I see.
Yeah. So
In the oil and gas plant. I see. Okay. So which are your favorite courses here?
So because I'm an engineer, I really like the finance-heavy courses.
Are you specializing in finance? And what do you plan to do after this?
We'll see. Still do not know, but I'm possibly getting into investment management.
I see.
So stock picking and kind of.
So are you more interested in investment banking or venture capital, or which are your favorite courses?
No, I would say investment management. So it's a little bit different than, kind of investment banking, facilitating deals. It's more evaluating companies and trying to understand the true value of them so that you can exercise an investment thesis. So I think that's what I'm really passionate about.
I see. So what about your GMAT experience?
I actually took the GRE because at the time I was still kind of up in the air whether I wanted to do an MBA program or a master's in engineering, and the GRE would let me apply to both. And
really, Berkeley accepts GRE instead of
yes,
GMAT?
Yep.
Okay, not every business school
they
does.
They do both. They do both. Yeah, not every business school does.
So that's very interesting for future applicants to know.
Yeah,
and
especially when you need that optionality, kind of when you're still trying to figure things out.
So what made your application stand out above all the others? It's so competitive at Berkeley.
I think that my work experience is really unique. I've written several papers. I've attended conferences. I'm actually on a committee, an engineering committee with the ASME. So I think there are a lot of unique aspects that probably made me stand out a little bit. But the more extracurriculars you have, the more unique items you could put on your resume, the better. Because everybody's going to be very smart. Everybody's going to have good high GMATs, and you need to have that extra something, I guess.
Yeah. So all right. So good luck and thank you very much for your
Thanks.
video.
All right.